Oh, I flipped it. Yep, I Roscoe'd it. Behold, I Roscoe Picoultrade an Aston Martin.
Boss, then what do you need me for?
Roscoe, I've been asking myself that same question ever since I was stupid enough to marry your fat sister.
Alright, Cryptis, what is going on? And it's me, Mississippi Gonzo Grunge, aka Breadcorn. And finally, we're back. Going to finish up Stuntman because those cheap made in China controllers that I had kicked the bucket finally. So I got a PS2 controller adapter. I'm using the 8-bit Do controller adapter, and it does work with a PS4 controller. So I ended up finding one of my old PS4 controllers that I thought I had thrown out, and it still works. That's actually true about Daredevils.
This is the new Simon Crown movie. Doubling for Crown like I'm doing.
Yeah, the James Bond film. This one is going to be quite the experience.
Don't get much bigger. This part of the story is set in the mountains over Monaco. Crown giving chase. In the last part of the scene,
I will say this.
The car in front explodes.
The controller adapter, because I tested it out just to make sure that it works. The controls are very responsive. Super responsive. So hey, now I don't have to use cheap knockoff made in China controllers. So here we go.
Get close to the oncoming car.
I mean, this controller adapter actually works very well because it's very easy to pair controllers up to. And I mean like super easy. I mean,
Get close on the left.
I'm barely touching the sticks, as you can tell. But it's still, you know, it's very responsive. The made in China controllers, it's like forget it. You were really gonna have to push the stick to get it, you know, just to barely turn.
Swerve to avoid the truck.
So I might have to do the gamer lean forward in order to keep it going.
Go between the trucks.
That was also a smooth one. I'm going to go to the outside, well, to the inside. I don't know why I said out.
Get close on the right and overtake. Overtake both cars.
Well, I wasn't going to overtake that one. I went way too wide. Watch out for them trees. These narrow ass European roads. I want to know how the hell y'all drive on them.
Keep left and make the jump.
Well, I made the jump. Stick it.
Cut.
Whoo! Whoo! Oh, I thought I'd messed that up. Like, I really Roscoe'd it towards the end. But it's going to make for great video footage. But I don't really care about unlocking everything because I already got everything unlocked. And let's view that replay. I'm going to get some good stuff out of that. I'm trying to think. How many stunts are there in this? I think it's like 6. This is what we needed because I needed to get a good screenshots. But yes. Roscoe and an Aston Martin. A Walmart James Bond film. Well, it's supposed to be a major release, but, you know, this kind of feels like it will go on a direct-to-DVD. Some direct-to-DVD films are actually good, and then some of them, it's like, yeah, I can see why you went direct-to-DVD. It's butt cheek. It's complete cheeks. It's total cheeks. That's what it is. It's total cheeks. You know, this kind of reminds me off that road. What's that one map in, that one racetrack in Need for Speed Hot Pursuit? And I'm talking about the one for the PS2, not the remastered. I couldn't stand that one. That one's kind of bleh. But such as it is. Hey, if they ever did do another Hot Pursuit, they should make it cross-platform. I'll just say that. They should definitely make it cross-platform. So I'll just put it like that. But yeah, this definitely reminds me of that one track off of Need for Speed Hot Pursuit, that it was that narrow. I'm trying to think, what was it? Because I used to drive the Corvette or the Cobra down that one. That one, you know, I was gonna floor it. You know, I actually do have Need for Speed Hot Pursuit, so I probably should do something with that sometime soon. You know, probably live stream it. Yep. I got 2 good screenshots out of that. Or I think I got 1. Definitely 1. Alright, let's go on to the next stunt. And we're back.
It's a flat-out drive with a helicopter.
Yes, it is.
At one point, it fires into the rock face, and I have to avoid the boulders falling down. To complete the sequence, I need to guide the car off a cliff into the helicopter, diving out at the last second.
Ooh, I remember this one. This one had a bunch of little stunts that would count against you. But if them boulders hit you, that was game over. And it's like, yeah, I'm going to be driving this. Probably not a good idea to put Roscoe in the Lambo. I'll just say that. Probably not a good idea. Alright, so I'm back after a little bit of mishaps. You know, for some reason, the game decided to crash. For what reason, I don't know, and I'm not going to question it. And it was rare for a PS2 to absolutely crash, because I keep this stuff clean. Like, that's just what I do. I keep my PS2 clean and dusted. Ooh, don't do that.
Get close and overtake on the left. Get close to the explosion.
Ah, easy, easy. Now, I got one of those stunts. And I know I got it. Crazy game, don't know when to register crap half the time. Which is absolutely true. This game really doesn't. For what reason, I don't know.
Jump over the destroyed bridge.
But you do have to aim over this way. Oh, don't you do that. Please don't flip.
Swerve through the trucks.
Okay, so I got one of them. Now I got to be sure not to damage this thing. Just punch it.
Avoid the falling rocks. Swerve through the rocks.
Whew.
Get close and overtake on the left.
That's also another close one. But it shouldn't count against me. Okay, it might. I mean, it absolutely might. Don't you pull out in front of me, you asshead. Whoo!
Jump out of the car.
Got it! Yeah, fuck you. Yeah, finally got it. After 4 days of trying, it actually got it. This is one thing you gotta love and hate about old games like this. One thing you gotta love and hate about them. So yeah, I have been at this particular stunt sequence for 3 days now. Well, I say since last week. So it's been quite a while, and trust me, you're going to find out why I spliced 2 different scenes together. Because for one, it's difficult enough as it is. And 2, well, some runs are better than the other. And it's just like the footage is so perfect on the front half, but the back half is terrible. But then again, this is a Let's Play video, so you kind of do this type of stuff. You know, because why not? Driving like Roscoe. Well, at least you get paid to drive like Roscoe P. Coltrane and, you know, Lamborghinis and Aston Martins and old Himikutas and all that sort of nonsense. So, that's just how it is. But I also watch these replays so I can get halfway decent screenshots. Behold, the power of no emulator. Look at that. Picture perfect, just like Bo Duke. Just like Bo Duke. that particular stunt was hard enough as it was, like, sliding in between those trucks. And I was like, ooh, please tell me I got that. And I did get it. But now I can finish up recording the other part of this game because it is easy enough. I say easy enough. Because we're not on such narrow mountain roads. This part right here, this was kind of bleh. Because for some reason that rock hit me, and it's like, I thought I had that. And I was real scared right here because I got through this, that car clipped me, I hit the wall, and I'm like, please don't get damaged. But then you could see the car gets right back into control. I'm sliding in and out of traffic like it's an episode of Need for Speed. Which that reminds me, I got some Need for Speed games. Tell me which one you want and I'll be sure to record it or live stream it, you know, whatever it is. Just go ahead and hit me up for it. I'm going to go ahead and get this right here. Right there. Boom. Let's go on to the next stunt. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, stuntmen go through a lot of crap. I'll just say that. Stuntmen go through a lot of BS just to get a movie done. You know, it's like, why not just use CGI? Well, that just kind of defeats the purpose. I mean, sure, they got stuntmen to take falls and, you know, get beat up on screen.
Simon Crowns left one of Gustav's men.
But, you know, stuff like this...
Laundry basket,
oh, no.
And the local police are onto him. He charms his way into an attractive woman's little European car and persuades her to let him drive. In this sequence, I have to escape
this little
multiple
car.
police tails and finally stop right on the edge of a massive drop.
This is going to be a fun one. This was the other one that was such an ass to do. And it's like, I really don't want to have to be recording this crap for a week. Because it's always hard missions like this that you just got to record for quite a while. But also, yeah, what he says, but you know, yeah. Also, using CGI to do stunts, it just doesn't have the same effect.
Rolling. And action. Hard left. Overtake on the right. Overtake on the left. A narrow gap. Smash through the fence. Right. And again. Overtake on the right. Overtake on the left. Overtake on the right. Overtake on the left. Jump the fountain. E-brake 180. Around the fountain. Through the tables. And again. Left, down the steps. Follow the path, tight corner. Accelerate for the jump. Line up the jump to the balcony. Accelerate. Brake hard to stop. And cut.
Took me long enough to actually do this mission. Whew, took me long enough. Finally, after several months of doing it, it took me long enough. And yeah, I didn't have the mic on, but you know, you already saw the caption to it. Here it is in the middle of April. I've been recording this shit since December. Now, I want to view a replay of that. Because I thought I had almost fucked it up at the end. And I'm like, oh, please, 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 no. Look at that. That is sick. That is sick. Look at that. Just beautiful. Just absolute cinema. Look at that. Yeah, scraped it on the side. Almost hit that. Around the way. I'm trying to think. They actually used that for rally racing at one point. But anyway, such as it is. That is a bit loud in my ears. But such as it is, and all that jazz. But yeah, you're now watching this in 2025 because I've been recording this since December of 2024, and I was going to have it done just in time for the new year, but this mission was hard enough as it was. Because I kept flipping at certain spots, hitting cars and everything else, and and this is the part of the game where you really need 95% everything to unlock it. It's hard enough. Yeah, that little car, I'm trying to think of what it is. I don't remember it by name, but I do know it was a rally car at one point. Yeah, fuck you. I beat this mission. It took me long enough, because I remember when I first did this, I thought I had fucked it up right there. But yeah, when I first did this mission, I honestly thought that I had completely fucked myself greatly. See, I thought I fucked myself right there, and all the doors came off, and it's like, yeah, in this particular set, all the cars are just, just bad anyway. But yeah, I'm also getting a few, ooh, give me that screenshot. Yeah, this one right here almost like to have messed me up. I'm going to keep that. I got good screenshots out of that one. Yeah, let's just jump to the next stunt, because I want no part of this nonsense. And I do apologize if the in-game volume is loud in your ear, but, I'm using the capture card stuff instead of OBS. I use all the OBS stuff for live streams. But, yeah, I am going to actually come back to this game whenever I do, because it's like little mini games you can do, so I'm going to do all those in one sitting. I also need to record Tony Hawk's classic modes. I need to get around to that. But yeah, all the other stuff, nah, I'm just going to live stream that. Live stream it, make compilation videos, all that jazz. Still do the off-road reviews, though.
This time, Crown's chasing a van at the Omega
so
circuit.
this is the part of the game where
This
it gets
sequence is
interesting.
about chasing the van and trying to destroy it. It's only later Crown learns it was a dummy circuit and the real one got away. This stunt's quite unusual in that near the end, I actually get out of the car and drive it by radio control.
That is strange. I'm trying to think how hard. I think this one was actually easy, come to think of it. But I know this one actually had 6 stunts to do. That final one was hard enough because you had to chase down like a stealth boat. It looked like a stealth bomber. Here I am in a 3 Series BMW, which I think that's what this is.
Left, down the steps.
But then again, keep in mind, this was made by the same people that did Driver.
Along the pier. Hit the boxes. Hit the
That's what I
tables.
remember. They did Driver.
Right turn, down steps. Dodge the car.
And I'm talking about the good one, not the,
Through the
shit
gap.
one. Number 3
Avoid
was
the car.
ass. Which I actually have a copy of number 3.
Overtake on the left. Through the gap. Chase the van.
I'm just weaving all over the road.
Cut. Reset.
Of course, it's, I'm pretty sure there's probably some stunt drivers that have walked off set because of crap like that. It's like, get another stunt driver to do this. I gotta take a break.
Rolling.
Here we are in a 3 Series BMW, which is what this is.
Left, down the steps.
But yeah, if you hear the headphones, it's because, hey, I took them off.
Along the pier. Hit the boxes.
It's kind
Hit the
of,
tables.
they get kind of,
Down steps.
in the way, and you're trying to focus, and it's
Dodge the
causing more
car.
distractions.
Through
Hey,
the
compared
gap.
to that last
Avoid
stunt that
the
I
car.
did, yeah.
Overtake on the left. Through
I
the
hate
gap.
that camera angle.
Chase the van.
I mean, I honestly hate it because it's such an awkward position. But then again, this is a PS2, and you know, I don't use any emulators. I don't do
Through the
anything.
barrier. Jump.
I remember someone asked, how come I don't use an
Stick with
emulator?
him.
Well,
Through the
simple.
gap. Jump.
Simple. I don't use emulators because, you know, I think it's better to play on the authentic thing. Please don't, Rick. Please
Stick
don't,
with
Rick.
him.
Whew, that was a close one.
Through the
That was a
trailer.
really close one.
Through the cafe. Chase the van. Close
Look
to
at
the
that. That
car.
was smooth.
Close to the car.
Nah, I missed that.
Stick with the van.
I see a couple of Lexuses, so there is that. Ooh, get that, get that, get that, get that. I got it. It's this final part that's just hard enough. That's what makes this hard.
Switch to remote control. Hit the van.
I hit the van. Whew, thank you. Thank you. Please, please, tell me I don't have to restart. Yeah, I don't have to restart. I do not have to restart that. Thank fuck. Thank God I don't have to restart that. Let's view the replay. Whew. Yeah, this was going to be a long one. I hope to get this done by 3 o'clock. Just so that way I can edit it and get it ready. Yeah, but, you know, this is one thing that I'll say. I'm going to cut the volume off just so it's not blaring in my ears. But, yeah, I actually like this particular style of BMW, the 3 Series. I believe it's what it's called. You know, mostly because I have seen people do crazy builds with them. I remember there was this one guy that he had a sleeper one, and that thing was packing. It was packing a supercharged V8. And I remember asking him, you know, why it had a, you know, supercharged V8. And he pretty much said that the original motor was shot, but the car was perfectly fine. So he swapped all the stuff in. I think it was an LS from a Camaro. It was from a Camaro is where I remember he said he got it from. And it was manual, so yeah. But he didn't really do any, you know, he didn't do drag racing with it. He couldn't stand drag racing. He drifted. You know, see, I thought I was about to mess up right there, but man, look at that stunt. That's just beautiful. Hold on, let me see if I can get a good screenshot of this. Yeah, look at that. That was beautiful. I honestly like it when the cars crash through trailers like that because it looks spectacular. I mean, think about that one stunt off Smokey and the Bandit. Break for that short boy. You too old to play in the hay. Yeah, some of y'all probably remember that clip. Yeah, give it up for, yeah, let's do it one time for, you know, Smokey and the Bandit. Just one time. For Jackie Gleason, Burt Reynolds, Jerry Reed, Sally Field, Fred, and, you know, and all that. Let's just give it up for them. And Mike Henry, who played Junior. Which, funny enough, that guy was actually smart in real life. He played a convincing role. I mean, he did play in The Longest Yard. He played in a lot of stuff with Burt Reynolds. Yeah, this stuff was hard enough as it was because the camera angle was so awkward. And I'm trying not to wreck the car. Yeah, this is the part right here where I just completely mess up. But yeah, you can tell in some of these old Hollywood scenes, like, you know, like Chips, because they did a lot of car stuff on it. You could tell where they really messed up, but they kept it in anyway. Yeah, let's just jump to the next stunt, because I want no part of this nonsense anymore.
I've come to eating it probably when I was doing a cannon roll and I hit the ground so hard the roll cage collapsed around me. I crushed a few ribs.
Yeah.
Fire crews with cutting equipment got me out.
And your favorite stunt? Well, it's always the next one you do. never go into any stunt thinking anything else.
That's the one thing I noticed about that. That's actually very consistent with a lot of stuntmen that I've met. Because I met the one that he played on Dukes of Hazzard and Fall Guy. Man, he never had a favorite stunt. He said, you know, he never really had a favorite stunt, but he had some that he really liked doing. But he was always doing stunt work. He did Dukes of Hazzard. He did the Fall Guy. He did do some of the driving on Knight Rider. And he did jump the van on 18.
This is the final climactic sequence of the
Yes,
entire
the
movie.
final stunt.
Brown has one last chance to stop Ursus from escaping with the Omega circuit in his
See, look at
stealth
that. That's a
jet.
stealth
This is
bomber.
a frantic race against time. I end by crashing into the jet in midair, ejecting out in time on a parachute.
Yeah, this is going to be hard enough. I'm going to take the headphones off. Yeah, I'm using Logitech headphones because, you know, why not? The only thing I really hate is that whenever my computer updates and resets, I got to reset everything on Discord, OBS, just to make sure that it's all well and done.
Rolling. And action. Through the cafe. Under the truck and out the other side. Smash tables. Under the moving truck. Jump close to the diving board. Down the jetty after the jet. E-brake 180. Jump the harbor. Hit the boat racks. Through the narrow gap. Through the cafe. Get close to the explosion. 5 seconds to go. Line it up. Aim for the jet. Eject. Got.
Yes, took me long enough. Yes, got it. Yeah, I had to put the shit on pause yet again. Well, you know, turn the mic off. Whew. Whew, let's do a replay of that. That was sick. That was just by far some of the sickest. That was the sickest run I've ever had. But then again, I'm not worried about getting 100% on this game because I already got it. And look, this car was not easy to work with. It handled like ass. This BMW crossover nonsense. Yeah, BMW. It's a Lamborghini crossed with a Bugatti, as you can tell. As for which Bugatti, I couldn't tell you. But I know some people have actually asked for this particular one to be in GTA. Well, a little bit older, you know, Trafade and all that. But yeah, look at that, look at that, look at that. Watch this. Real Dukes of Hazzard in a Bugatti. Because, hey, this James Bond film was not easy to do. Swing it around. That stunt took me forever to get. And then I remembered, wait a minute. This thing has very finicky handling. So, it will actually work wonders. Let me see. Can I get a good screenshot of it jumping? Yeah, I almost like to have sent it into the water there. So, that was not an easy task to actually do. You know, and trust me, this stunt was not easy to do. Most of the stuff wasn't even easy to do. I missed that. I missed that particular explosion. But this part right here I actually ended up getting, which surprised me. Thank you. Ooh, it shattered it into a million pieces. Let's see what the next stunt is. I don't think there is another stunt after this. I think that's the end of the game. It's got to be the end of the game plus the actual trailer. Finally, the game trailer. Live twice for tomorrow. That guy looks like Dr. Zen. This even sounds like some James Bond shit. That's loud. Yeah, this is definitely some plot from the 90s. Those 90s James Bond films. Ooh. Yep. That was the Spock thing. Nice jump. Yeah, this stuff was not easy to do. I'll just say that. Yeah, it's definitely got some of that cheesy 90s James Bond stuff in it. I'm going to take that because that would actually make for a better thumbnail. Yes, finally. Well, finally, we actually got to the end of the game. So, will I play around with the Stunt Arena? Maybe on a live stream I will, but maybe not. I will definitely make a video coming back to this. That reminds me, I got to do American Wasteland because I said I was going to do all the classic mode stuff. Ugh, excuse me. But yeah, I actually got this done ahead of schedule. Now I just got to go edit it and put it all in format and go make all the other stuff. Will I be doing any more Let's Plays? Not for the foreseeable future, no. It's all going to go to live streams. All the PS2 stuff is going straight to live. I'll still upload off-road reviews, but I'm trying to free up the sketch. I'm trying to free up stuff so I can do it all through. Well, all the stuff's going to get uploaded into video format. That's all going to be VR and IRL stuff. So yeah, finally, it took me a long fucking time to actually get this done. Good old toys whooping and hollering trailer. What the? Oh my god! What even? What even is this music? You know, I'm pretty sure I can use that music. Yeah. But yeah, that's probably what I'm going to do. But yeah, we ended up beating the game. And all that jazz. Yeah, now I figured out why the volume's all over the place, but anyway. So then, shoot the like button with a grip skilly if you enjoyed, and please do comment down below. You know, any type of... Well... What was your favorite, you know, stuff from Stuntman? I'll just say that. You know what? I take that back. When I said I wasn't going to do Let's Plays anymore, that's... Well, never mind. Shut up. So then, shoot the like button with a grip skilly if you enjoyed it. Please do comment down below. Anything you would like to see. Now, I am going to do Stuntman Ignition, alright? I am going to do Stuntman Ignition. I just got to go get it. You know, because I do have something to play it on. However, I don't use emulators. That's just my rule. So, I got a console I could play that on. So, anyway, do smash the subscribe button today. Click the notification bell icon because I do go live every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday. Anywhere between 6 to 7 p.m. I only stream for 2 hours on Monday and Wednesday, and Friday and Saturday I tend to stream until midnight because, you know, why not? So other than that, y'all have a great day and a balling weekend. Don't do anything stupid. And remember, don't drive like Roscoe P. Coltrane. If you're going to drive like that, at least get paid for it. So other than that, y'all take care.